Hi, this is Osama Abubakr Osman from Sudan. Graduated from University of Sindh, completed my master's degree in political science with special focus in international relations. I went back home to Sudan, where I joined in April 1989 the International Committee of the Red Cross. My main task was to establish the dissemination department. The responsibility of that department is to spread as widely as possible across the nation the ideals, principles, and content of international law of armed conflict and the ideals of the Red Cross and Red Crescent humanitarian movement. It was a challenging job simply because I have had no clue about what I was supposed to do, in fact, and no one else used to know anything about it. So I have to read many books, piles of documents to understand and to digest what I was supposed to do. My main responsibility at that time was to negotiate with certain government officials, politicians, army commanders to implement these programs on the ground. The main objective of these programs was to guarantee to the maximum that the victims of war, whether they are civilians or army personnel who are no more related to war, are spared, their lives are spared, they are treated humanely. And I used many platforms to convey and spread this message across the nation through the electronic and printed media, through poetry, through campaigns, through lobbying sometimes, and also I've conducted hundreds of seminars and group presentations to various target audiences on this subject. I learned a lot because it was a very challenging job in a complex situation and very sensitive situation like in Sudan, which involve politicizing of all the movements there, especially the government of Sudan at that time was involved in a war which was in its peak at that time during the 90s. Thanks God, we've been successful in our mission. I have been sent by the ICRC to attend intensive specialized courses in communicating these ideals and the tactics, strategies, and so on in Geneva, in Rol, in Kartini, in Switzerland, and in Zimbabwe, in Africa, and in Amman, in Jordan. I left the ICRC in 1995, October, and I flew to Abu Dhabi, UAE, where I joined the UAE Football Association as the official translator. My main task was to translate and Arabize the daily correspondence between the UAE Football Association and other associations, and the AFC, the Asian Football Confederation, and the FIFA, the World Football Governing Body. I have translated piles of documents, all the statutes, regulations, rules, constitutions of the rules of the game, the laws of the game, many marketing criteria for the football championships, advertising rules and regulations that governs the advertising in stadia, safety in stadia, referees, rules and regulations, each and every single detail. It was the first Arabic translation to be done for the FIFA in general and all these rules. I have been nominated by the AFC as the official translator for the Extraordinary Congress held in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia in 1997. At that time, I have some links with some semi-government and government institutions in Abu Dhabi. I was among official translators who ran simultaneous translation for Abu Dhabi Police Directorate in the international conference and workshop held in Abu Dhabi in 1997. I used to make some translations and copywriting for various law firms, family businesses, and other multinational companies. In March 2000, I went to Dubai and I joined Hill & Knowlton as a senior PR executive. For 4.5 years with Hill & Knowlton, I was in charge in a team for IBM, Compaq, Intel, Etisalat. We used to run all aspects of PR, media relations, reputation management, product launches, crisis issues management, and so on. I attended an international course by Hill & Knowlton in Marbella, Spain in 2002, and another course in Manama, Bahrain, on strategies for international clients who are having presence in the region. All these clients, we cover these clients for the entire region, the Middle East. That's why sometimes some product launches, some press conferences used to take place here and there in the region. We used to cover it from our offices in Dubai by dealing with people on the ground there and dealing with the media and contacting the media and prepare all the press kit and all the material needed for that event. I have been involved in certain projects with some companies like BAE Systems. At that time it used to be called British Aerospace. I handled the media relations in Tripoli in Libya for 4 days. I've been also selected by Hill & Knowlton with another friend, another teammate, to go to Oman for PDO, for the internal communication issues. I left Hill & Knowlton in September 2004, where I joined Zaman Branding Consultancy, which is a small Dubai-based consultancy with massive success in the region. And I established the PR unit there because at that time we used to handle Qatar National Bank, which is the largest bank in Qatar, QNB. I was the only PR consultant for QNB, dealing through their public relations department and marketing department there. I used to handle all the media relations for QNB regionally and locally. I used to travel to attend this job to the best manner. I used to travel 4 days every week, every day, go to Doha, come back at the end of the day for 4 days a week for QNB. I pitched some clients in Qatar as well, having some projects with QTEL, having some projects with the University of Qatar. Here I used to run at the same time some small companies in the UAE. I've been taking care of the new corporate identity, the PR communications and the media relations for the Al-Nabuda new corporate identity, Al-Fahim new corporate identity. I left Zaman in October 2007, and till May 2010 I used to deal with Zaman on freelance basis, on part-time basis, but working from home. So since October 2007 till this moment, I'm working from home, doing copywriting, translation, especially copywriting for all advertising campaigns, slogans, taglines, signatures, brochures, campaigns, PR campaigns for many multinational and local clients. Thank you very much for listening to my CV, and have a good day.